friends, it's Ginger Dreads here, and we're back with another one. This one today is going to be a two-part. I don't know if you guys know what a lazy Suzan is. I think that's what this thing is called. However, I had bought a lazy Suzan because I use the bottom half for painting my stones, my woods, all that kind of good crap. And the top half was just kind of sitting there going to waste. So I decided, why not add that as a little countertopper to my own house, since I live in a tiny little RV and space is a girl's best friend. So I decided I'm going to take this little lazy Suzan and I'm going to paint the top of it and turn it into a countertopper. Now, unfortunately, as you notice, I already did the freaking background. I don't know what happened as I sat down to record. I thought I hit record and I did not. By the time I got checking if I had been recording this video, anyways, I can do a video of a bunch of backgrounds if you guys would like that. I fancy in backgrounds, not that I love doing backgrounds is what I should say. And so being that I don't have an airbrush technique or I don't have alcohol ink techniques that some of these amazing artists have, I have to learn how to get that technique from a brush and paint and acrylic paint. Now, the beauty of it is acrylic paint blends extremely well as long as it's wet. But again, in this, I do not show the background, and I apologize now for that because it's so freaking pretty. Now, also with this video, I want to state that this is inspired by Angela Anderson. She is one of my favorite YouTubers when it comes to a realistic approach to art, I guess. Love her art. Last year, she did a mushroom, sorry for the snaps. Last year, she did a mushroom video on YouTube. I'll see if I can find that and link it somehow in my description, or somehow I'm going to see if I can link that video because I want you guys to watch that one as well. That's where I got the green background idea from. I was probably going to go with something else, but I really liked how she acquired that green. Another thing that I really liked about her mushroom piece was I'm a person who is scared to overlay a lot of art because I'm not that good at it. So then if I have to overlay art, I'm taking a chance on messing up what I have already created. Biggest freaking fear of mine ever. Now, that doesn't mean that it hasn't made me a professional fixer-upper, but it's still my biggest freaking fear. In this video of hers, she does a lot of overlaying of mushrooms. Now, her mushrooms doesn't look like mine. I think she might have a few, like those long cone-looking mushrooms. Mine is inspired by hers. It is not hers, just so that you guys are clear on that. So that you don't come back and tell me that it doesn't look like hers. That's, I guess, why I'm putting that disclaimer in there. Anywho, back to what I was saying. What was I freaking saying? We were talking about overlaying. Yes. So in her video, she does these overlays. Like she'll put mushrooms in front of each other. If you don't know what I mean by overlaying, it's laying a piece of art on top of an art. So I've already painted a mushroom and now I got to paint another one on top of it or in front of it or such and such. Now, as I become better at painting, I have gotten more confidence in doing that. But I still get that anxiety every freaking time I'm drilling into what I'm putting on next. And again, I don't draw anything before I start painting. I have an idea in my head. I'm practicing drawing, trust me. There's a few artists that say we really should learn how to draw. I'm practicing. However, taking that time to draw, it's not as fun as it is just to throw a rock on my table and start practicing painting something that I want to get better at. So if you have the drawing techniques in you, then bless your little soul. You can practice with overlaying beforehand and then just run with that. I cannot do that, as I said, because I don't draw. But in this video, once again, I'm rambling today. Let me just tell you, folks, I'm on a 10-day fast. I've been fasting already for 10 days. I'm trying to do a 30-day. Don't ask me how many days I'm going to go, but I am full of freaking energy. If I can suggest anything to you people, look into fasting for yourself. Not a water fast unless you have doctors that are going to be able to help you, but just a solid food fast or a solid food vacation is what I call it. Look into that. It's absolutely amazing. You don't realize how much your body will thank you. But we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about this magical mushroom piece on the table. Okay. So back to the mushrooms. In the video, you're only going to get the overlay. I only lay down the first, what do they call it? Blocking. So I only block it out in this video. As I said, this was a long piece for me. The little tiny mushrooms at the bottom of the red one, I get stuck on for quite a while. They're pink. I know I'm smiling internally, but I hope you can hear it in my voice. There's blue, okay? And there's even a teal color on here because we will put that in everything. Okay, now that we got that out there. So I'm only going to block in the mushrooms due to the fact that this piece was extremely long and I got caught up on certain pieces. Another thing I didn't do with this video is I did zero editing. I kind of went off what my camera did. So leave me feedback on that. Is this one better quality than the last? I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, I'm doing everything from the most minimal equipment, but I don't want to produce crappy quality for you guys. I still want you guys to feel like you can watch the whole video. I'm a person who, I watch a few YouTubers that are, some of them amateur, some of them freaking videographers. Like, oh, I just absolutely am impressed with their work. But what I like about the amateur painters is the fact that they're real. Not that my videographers aren't, but I think I like the rawness of them. I think I appreciate the fact that it's still so amateur, you know, and they're so new at it that their whole heart is involved. Again, I'm not knocking the videographer type of artists that know how to really produce a video. Their heart is involved 100% as well. But I think as you get better with videographer or videoing, you kind of tend to emphasize that a lot and you forget sometimes about the piece that you're creating. Whereas my amateur artists that I follow, they focus wholeheartedly on that piece. I think I want to stay that type of artist. I know that we can talk and get to know each other in the words that I'm saying over this video, but the whole point of me making these videos is painting so that you can see the process and how it unfolds. And so with that, I don't know that I'll ever be a fancy videographer type of YouTuber. And that's something I want to put out there now, because if you don't want to follow along, or if you notice that I'm kind of doing repetitive YouTubing, I'm giving you the opportunity to follow someone else, or to know now I'm not changing it up, basically. And it's not that I'm not changing it up, because eventually my camera is going to get better. My lighting will get better. All of the quality will get better. I'm just not going to be like that fast pace, like cutting in and out of all these takes. And I like to throw up some of the little funnies, you know, like the vomit in a rainbow or things like that. I enjoy things like that. You'll see cut in and out of my videos, but you're not going to see all of the glam and the glory that goes with these amazing YouTubers that have videographer experience, I guess. I don't even know if it's called videographer. I'm making that shit up as we go. Okay. Anyways, so back to the video. Where are we at? We are painting the stems now. Again, I blocked these in. What else can I say about this little piece? I don't know. I can tell you it came out freaking amazing. I absolutely love how this piece is. I'm a fan of mushrooms. Anything mushrooms I love. And so I never paint for the house or for ourselves. Anytime that I can create a piece or sneak one in there that I can keep, it's a little special, just because I never do that. And this one, beans, it's just a flimsy little, once again, if you see the thing on the bottom that I'm spinning it on, that's the other half of it. And then it comes with these 3 little dowels that you put in between, and that's supposed to be like for cupcakes or some shit you put on the counter. Well, we've used the bottom for painting, and then I had that wood part just kind of setting around, and yeah, I decided let's make some magic on it. So you guys can paint this same picture on anything. You can put one of these mushrooms on a single rock. You can get some of those wood chips that they sell on Amazon and paint a mushroom on each one of those wood chips. They have holes pre-drilled in them. Hang a little hemp thing from it, and you just made yourself little mushroom keychains for folks, or little mushroom ornaments for people. You can take, let's see, what else can you paint on? Get you some seashells. Put you some mushrooms in the background of those seashells. Put you a little ocean scene. Mushrooms can be in the ocean too. Let me tell you, friend, they don't have to just be on land. They can be wherever the hell you want to paint them. So I do have a mushroom piece in the ocean coming out here shortly. I don't recall if I've recorded it though, if it will be in a video, but I do know I have a piece coming out to where I'm an ocean lover. I freaking love mermaids and I love mushrooms. So why the fuck can't mushrooms and mermaids be together? Oh, well, they can in Ginger Dreads worlds. And they can in yours too. So guess what, folks? Take some mushrooms, put them on anything that you want to paint them on. And like I said, you can gift those to people. You can go put them out and hide them. You can, oh my goodness, the things that you can do with them. Do it. It would be fun for you. It's practice in painting. And mushrooms are one of the easiest things to learn how to paint. That's another thing I was wanting to share with you guys. Painting mushrooms. Do you know that if you ever get into a slump or a dump, or you can't figure out what to paint or don't know what to do, paint a mushroom. You can detail that sucker. You can make it as cartoony, as realistic as, you can put a fucking face on it. You could put hands on that thing, turn it into a freaking human. There's so many things that you can do with the mushroom that it will be your prime real estate that you're going to run to every time you get into a block. Anytime that you feel, what the fuck do I want to paint? What am I painting today? Do a mushroom. That'll start your inspiration, believe it or not, because they're easy and you can do so many things with them. So many things with them. As I said, put them in the ocean, put them in the sky, make a freaking cloud mushroom, make a mushroom person. The freaking possibilities are unlimited. Just do it. Make a bunch of mushrooms. Again, the whole thing is to practice painting, and that's how you create mushrooms. You have to love mushrooms, obviously. Before I forget, though, make sure that you do go check out Angela's video, because I don't do anything injustice to what she does. Oh, I think she even creates the whole freaking piece in one video, which, again, her video is like an hour long. I don't really think you guys want to hear me for an hour. I barely like hearing myself for as long as I have to hear myself. So I wouldn't do that to you folks, but for the inspiration, go look at her piece. Make sure you check it out and follow her channel. She does a lot of lives that I really, really, we might even say hi to each other on one of her lives. You never know. Also, what else about these mushrooms that I want to share with you? Okay, I do know what. As I'm painting these pink mushrooms, I'm noticing that I keep going over a dark layer, a light layer, a dark layer, a light layer. So being self-taught, I don't have the expertise of knowing that I should start with the darkest layer. Now, clearly I know that. I just told you guys that. But when I'm creating the art, it doesn't work out that way for me. Unfortunately, my brain doesn't think in that logic. So I lay down color. I'm looking for a specific depth or a specific shading, and I will mess with that thing forever until I get what image I see in my head. Now, the beauty of painting multiple, what would we call these, items, you get to jump back and forth and give yourself a break. Like if I'm just painting a fairy, we have to walk away from the painting because I'm only painting a fairy. I don't have something else to move on to. And so that means I'm going to stay stuck on her little face or that hand or whatever it is that has me dumbfounded. I'm going to be stuck there for a minute. With this mushroom, you'll see I did that. Now, right now, exactly where I'm at, I think the mushrooms look fine. But apparently in my brain during the recording or painting of this, I thought they looked like shit. And so I paint over them and I do again and again and again and again. That big old red mushroom that looks like a set of lips is underneath it, I do that with that painting too. I think what I want to show you guys through this video is it doesn't have to stay that way. If you see an image in your head, keep playing around with that piece until you get it just as close to that image in your head as you can, because you won't be satisfied if it doesn't accommodate that image. It will never be that 80% good. And I'm going to tell you what I've learned from professional artists, 80%. Okay? Because for us to do 100, it's damn near and freaking possible. We are the artist to that piece. It's never going to be 100. Know that. So 80%, when you know it's 80%, you know at that point you have time, you can start walking away from it. You're never going to get it 100. So don't keep fucking it up. That's what I call it. We're just messing it up and we keep picking at it. Anyhow, I know I'm getting to the end of the video. I really rambled a lot in this video. Next week will be part 2 of this video, and it's gonna be the finishing of this. I don't resin this piece. I just coat it with a gloss varnish. I think I showed the gloss varnish that I use in the last video, so go into that video and check it out. If not, leave me a comment and I'll throw any links and whatnot underneath for you guys. I just don't like to do that if you don't want to know it, because 1, it's extra work, and 2, I'm just putting a bunch of shit in the comments for no reason. If it's something that you guys are interested in, then I will more than welcome to add all of the information that you guys need. But with that, I'm going to shut up now, because my friends, I have not babbled to you guys for 16 plus freaking minutes. I am so sorry, but it was a great babble. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. I'm at 92 followers. I know that seems like a little bit for you guys, but imagine me sitting in the room with 92 people watching me paint. I would have the biggest batch of anxiety that you guys have ever experienced, probably on a human. I don't even think it would happen, to be honest. I would chicken out and stay in my little cave. However, to know that there's 92 of you that give a shit and are following along, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much for the support that you guys have shown on my new little tiny channel. Yes, I thank you guys. I want to wish you guys well. I want to wish you guys a happy weekend. You know what the deal is. I want you guys to keep painting. I want you guys to be kind to yourselves. I want you guys to be kind to each other. And let's see, what is the thing I want most for you guys this week? Health and prosperity. Health and prosperity. That's what I want most for you guys. Stay healthy, stay happy, be nice to yourselves, be nice to each other. And until next time, friends.